Okay. Actually haven't been in front of the camera for a while. Not since January, I think. But a couple days ago, I splurged at my local used bookstore, who has a pretty good vinyl collection. They get a lot of used records in. So I figured it's time for a vinyl update. And there are a few other, one or two other records that I've picked up that I got before that I haven't shown. So, yeah. Alright, speaking of which, start with Drosglop 1 by Battles. I think I've mentioned that I really, really love the album Gloss Drop by Battles, which came out in 2011. It's a instrumental kind of post-rock, post-pop album, sort of art rock, math rock. And the band released 4 individual 12-inch remix albums. I think the 4th one was a Record Store Day exclusive, as far as I know. And yeah, so this is the first one. And it's pretty interesting. There are some good remixes, and most of these only have 2 or 3 tracks apiece. This one only has 2. Has a remix of Wall Street on the A side, and a remix of Sweetie and Shag on the B side. And personally, my favorite remix that I've heard from all of these collectively is actually on the 4th one, and it was a remix of Ice Cream. And I've already shown off that single that I have. Yeah, this is just a standard black vinyl. Really nice packaging, though. I love the way this thing looks. And each one of the remix releases is color coded. This one's blue. I believe the second one is red. Third one's green, and the 4th one is yellow, if I remember correctly. And eventually, hopefully, I'll get around to getting all 4 of these. Alright, next up, 2 albums by the British prog rock, post-rock band Asia, pop rock also, whatever you want to call it. Sort of fits all of those. Yeah, this has the single Heat of the Moment, which launched Asia into chart stardom back in '82. And this is, overall, a really good album, and Asia is a good band. And just the cover art on this thing is gorgeous. Look at that. And that is a consistent thing. Asia always has interesting, fun, and very colorful, enjoyable album art. This is the first album, their namesake album, and here's their second album, which came out in '83, Alpha. Also, a really enjoyable album. Alright. And Asia is actually still alive and kicking, which is awesome in my opinion. They put out an album in 2012, I think, which was XXX, which is good. I've listened to most of it. And I think, as far as I know, either this month or in the next 2 months or so, they're putting out another album. And I honestly can't remember what it's called, but I remember seeing that pop up as a listing on Amazon and thinking, oh, that's interesting. Wasn't really expecting that, but if I get around to checking that out, I will say my piece on that, because I do like Asia's earlier stuff, and I like their comeback stuff with like XXX, and I think there was something in 2010 also, but I honestly can't remember the name, and I don't think I've listened to that one yet. Okay, Styx, The Grand Illusion. Honestly, I haven't listened to this whole album yet, so I can't say what I think of it as a whole. Honestly, I bought this because it has Come Sail Away, and I love that song. I absolutely love that song. And this cover has seen better days. As you can see, it's broken, and it's been taped up, and the tape broke very easily on the bottom edge of this. But, thankfully, the sleeve is in pretty good shape, surprisingly good shape. And the record is nice and shiny too. It's in good shape, so... And I haven't put it on the player yet, but I will get around to that eventually. This has been a busy weekend. Alright. Okay, just a few more. Here's a classic. Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield. Actually, the bookstore I bought this from had, like, I swear they had 4 or 5 copies of this just kind of strewn throughout. This one, the cover isn't in spectacular shape. There's some writing on the front here, which sucks. Seriously, why would you do that? Colors are a bit faded, a little shelfware on the edges. It's a little dulled. Sleeve is completely intact, thankfully. A little worn out. The record itself is in decent shape. And again, I haven't put this on the player yet. This looks, yeah, I can see a few little smudges on the A side. Thankfully I have a cleaning kit to get rid of the dust. As far as scratches go, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, nothing detrimental. So it should play just fine. Right. Okay. And onto interesting stuff. Ooh, Pelican. Post-rock band. Instrumental post-rock. This is their 4th album, What We All Come to Need, from 2009, I think. This is a double, and this thing weighs a friggin' ton. It is 180 gram, double album. Get this out. And surprisingly, when I bought this new for about 20 bucks online, and just from a secondhand retailer, or secondhand new. I mean, I didn't buy it specifically from, or directly from, I bought it from a third-party vendor. That's what I was trying to say. God. And on the listing, it said that it was red, that the records were, it was red colored vinyl, which piqued my interest, and I'd listened to this album, and I love this album. This is a really excellent post-rock album. But, and I actually didn't realize it until I opened this thing up and slid the records out. But it actually says it on this little, on the little sleeve that it comes with, on the sticker on the sleeve. It says, limited edition gold marble vinyl, oh god, edition of 1,000. Only 1,000 pressings, and look at that. Ooh, I wonder what that looks like with the sun shining through from this angle. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Yeah, when the sun shines through it, it actually has like a greenish gold look to it, to me. But, yeah, that's pretty. And I have put this on the player, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. Not just because it's an excellent album, which it is, but with the 180 gram super heavy vinyl on this thing, it sounds even better. And the second record, second verse, same as the first. This one actually has, like, when I'm looking through it, it actually has a little more of a marbled sort of wavy pattern going on to the coloring than the first one does. Interesting. Yeah, if you haven't heard of Pelican, or you want to get into post-rock, more instrumental, experimental rock, Pelican is an excellent, excellent place to start. They've put out some really great stuff. And personally, this is one of my favorite releases out of what they have put out, this album. And the riffs on this thing are just heavy and really catchy, really, really catchy. The recurring riffs from it will get stuck in your head for days, I swear. And last but not least, yet again, Pelican. And this was at the used bookstore. They had this little... they have a few boxes set up for limited edition stuff, more expensive stuff. As far as records go, mostly new in package in shrink wrap. And I just saw this, and it's Pelican. I like Pelican a lot. It is a 10-inch EP Pink Mammoth, and what caught my interest, not just because this is a good EP, and it is, but it says vinyl Splatter right there. So as soon as I saw that, I had to see what the Splatter looked like, because Splatter vinyl, as much as I love colored vinyl, and I adore colored vinyl, Splatter vinyl is just gorgeous. And oh my god, look at that! Look at that! It's so pretty. Oh my god, I love it. And as far as I can tell, there are several variations on this release. I saw just a standard black release of it. I saw this release with the sort of baby pink with black and red and pink splatter layered in there. And then I saw one that was this color baby pink but with predominantly red splatter going on. So very interesting, very, very interesting. And Pelican, from what I can tell, loves putting out, limited edition colored vinyl, splatter vinyl, just in droves. Anytime they put out a new release, they make multiple versions of it, which is awesome and incredibly commendable for people like me who just eat this crap up. And I absolutely love this release. Just on the packaging also, the cover art on this thing is beautiful. It wraps around to the back, and it mirrors on the record itself, on the inside sticker. An odd thing also, the side A and B on this thing aren't actually labeled. So when I put it in, I actually expecting to listen to the track on side A, I was actually listening to the track on side B. So kind of odd, but I mean, as soon as you listen to it, it's easy to tell. So it's not like it's detrimental or anything. And each side only has one track apiece. This whole thing, Pink Mammoth is actually a there's an earlier Pelican track from 2001, I think, called Mammoth, and this is that track. Pink Mammoth is Mammoth played at a different pitch, or possibly pitch isn't the right word, but it's played in a different chord. Let me say that. And it's about 5-6 minutes. So side A is only about 5-6 minutes on this 10-inch. Side B is a remix of one of their earlier tracks, End of Seasons, which I actually don't think I've heard the original of because I don't recognize it. And it's a remix by the band Prefuse 73. It's a very, very odd track. It's about 8-9 minutes long, so a little lengthier. And it's a very glitchy, very spastic, odd, sort of electro remix, but also very, very likable and very pleasant at the same time. It's very, very strange and odd, and I dig it. Okay, draw squat again. That's everything for this update. And if I get anything substantial in the future, maybe I'll do this again, because I just like talking about my records. See ya!